For most of its history, the internet was built on scarcity. Attention was scarce. Distribution was scarce. The ability to publish, reach, and influence millions was limited to a few. That scarcity shaped power. Media companies controlled audiences. Search engines controlled discovery. Platforms decided who was visible and who was invisible. AI introduces something the internet has never truly experienced before. Massive abundance at near zero cost. Images, videos, code, voices, and ideas can be produced faster than humans can consume them. So the real question is no longer who can create, but who controls what matters when creation is unlimited. This is where the battle between abundance and scarcity begins. In the old internet, value came from producing something others could not. A well-written article ranked because few people could write it well. A viral video spread because production required time, equipment, and skill. A popular website mattered because publishing itself was hard. AI removes those barriers. Anyone can now produce content that looks professional. Anyone can generate articles, videos, designs, and even software in minutes. Creation becomes abundant. But abundance creates a new problem. When everything is available, nothing stands out by default. Scarcity doesn't disappear. Scarcity never dies. It relocates. When content becomes unlimited, attention becomes more scarce than ever. Time does not scale. Human focus does not scale. Trust does not scale. This is where control shifts. After AI, the internet is no longer controlled by those who create the most, but by those who control attention, distribution, trust, infrastructure. The winners are not the loudest voices. They are the gatekeepers of visibility. Social platforms, search engines, and marketplaces now sit above the flood of AI-generated content. When supply explodes, filters become power. Algorithms decide what gets seen, what gets buried, what feels credible, what feels spammy. Even in an age of abundance, distribution remains scarce. You can create 1,000 videos, but if the algorithm shows none of them, they don't exist. This gives platforms unprecedented leverage, not because they create content, but because they control the flow. As AI content multiplies, skepticism increases. People begin to ask, is this real? Is this human? Is this accurate? Is this sponsored? In an abundant world, trust becomes the new currency. Brands, individuals, and institutions with long-term credibility gain value. Anonymous or low-effort content loses influence quickly. Ironically, AI makes human reputation more important, not less. A verified source matters more when misinformation is easy to generate. A known voice stands out when millions of voices sound similar. Scarcity shifts from content to credibility. Another form of scarcity survives quietly. Data ownership. AI systems need high-quality data to improve. Not public noise, but real behavior, real feedback, real outcomes. The companies that control user behavior data, purchase intent, search patterns, social interactions, control the future models. Even in abundance, data is not evenly distributed. It concentrates, and concentration creates power. This doesn't mean individuals lose. It means the rules change. Creators who win after AI do not rely on volume. They rely on perspective, insight, consistency, community. AI can replicate style. It cannot replicate lived experience. It can generate answers. It cannot generate judgment. Creators who build direct relationships, newsletters, communities, audiences, reduce dependence on platforms. They create their own scarcity, access. So who really controls the internet after AI? Not those who create the most content, not even those who build the best models. Control belongs to those who manage filters, trust, and access. The internet after AI is not an open floodplain. Behind the noise, a small number of entities will shape what matters. The real advantage will belong to those who understand this shift early